But there are concerns over the safety of Nigerians during this period as cases continue to rise. Joining me via Skype to discuss this is security expert Dennis Amacree. Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us on TVC News. Now, is this the right time to enforce an easing of the lockdown measures, considering the number of cases that we are facing, first of all?
With the kind of cases that we are having, it is really, I don't know why that decision was taken. Maybe it was pressure from the business community. But at this time that we have rising cases, we would have allowed it for maybe one more week or two to see if it will plateau out, and then government can take more decision. But anyway, well, they've taken that decision, and then, of course, with some kind of guidelines that will guide people throughout that period.
So what concerns then, security-wise, do you have with the easing of the lockdowns? Because you would recall that when the lockdown measures were in place, there were cases of security breach, if I may use the word, in certain communities across Ogun and Lagos states.
Yes, it's a very great concern. In fact, with what is being proposed right now, we are going to encounter certain things. So, you know, what security people are now calling coronavirus bandits. Because right now, everybody's going to wear a mask. And when you're wearing a mask, remember, we don't recognize you anymore. And that's why a lot of people have to be very security conscious, because this is an opportunity for criminals to try and do one or two things. For areas that this had been relaxed, we've had cases where people have gone into supermarkets and robbed the place and stuff like that, because normally wearing a mask is something that criminals do. And now that everybody's going to wear it, it becomes a problem for everybody.
So two questions in one, and it has to do with what Nigerians can do as a measure to stay safe and be conscious security-wise, and what states, governments can do at this point.
The first thing that we have to do is ourselves. We have to be very security conscious. We have to be, because criminals act when the public is very asleep. So we have to be awake, and when I mean awake, it's not being awake like in the night. I mean to be security conscious, so that you know people that are around you, you know people that are moving around you. Keep social distancing, but keep an eye on whoever is around and who is even trying to take an extra care in concealing their identity. And then number two, the security agencies have to be very up to it. Using the other day I saw them flying helicopters. I think we should even try to use drones. Use drones to monitor streets. Use drones to monitor even shopping plazas that are going to open up right now, markets, so that they should be able to catch it proactively.
All right. Security expert Dennis Amacree, thank you for speaking with us.